Spider-Man Brand New Day has finally had its suit released in the 3 major games that people really care about right now. That being Rivals, Insomniac Spider-Man 2, and Fortnite. So, against my better judgment, I'm going to go ahead and rank the 3 against each other, because I had a lot of people asking me to rank specifically the Fortnite skin on my previous tier list. However, I'm not going to be doing that, because I don't really want to touch that tier list again for a little bit.
If you read the comments, you know why.
Animals, a lot of you, be gone!
Suffice to say, I don't really want to create another tier list that is as divisive, we'll say, as the last one. And also, for this time around, I am changing up my structure a little bit, so I didn't want to just slide this in, because I've got a little bit more to say about these 3 skins than I would just putting that skin on the previous tier list. The difference this time is that Insomniac does not provide sets, like you can't really buy a bundle here, so it's just the skin itself. Which means it would be unfair to look at the other 2 in their set, because it just doesn't add up. So we're just going to look at the skins themselves. A lot of you on the previous video might be going, finally, he's ranking the correct way. Every creator you've seen has ranked them this way. All of the major videos that you've seen are personal tier lists. I hate to tell you, none of it's objective. And if someone is telling you that they're objectively ranking it, then they're doing it incorrectly, because it's a personal tier list. It's how you feel on something. If it's a community tier list and is advertised as such, then it's going about what the community thinks. This is a personal tier list based on what I think as an individual. If my opinion is different to yours, good. It's how we get different interpretations of these characters in the comics and other media. If you like 2099 from ATSV, you like someone's, in my opinion, bad interpretation of that character. So, I'll talk more about my feelings on how people responded to that last video later. Let's get into this tier list. First off, we're going to get into Rivals. I think Rivals' Brand New Day skin looks phenomenal. It looks really good. This is a much shorter tier list. It's only S, A, and B. That doesn't mean that B is bad. It just means that these skins don't really belong going any lower than that, because nothing here is really that bad. It's all just different flavors of this is pretty good. It's a real 2 cake situation. So, yeah, I mean, Rivals looks phenomenal. Outside of my personal gripes with Rivals' sort of style, I think this skin looks really, really good. It looks nice with the texturing. It's got some beautiful colors. It's got nice logos on front and back. I really like the lenses, but I will say the lenses do kind of look more like his classic costume lenses than, you know, anything else. And by classic costume, I mean Rivals' costume, because that's his one for this game, I guess. But yeah, I think it looks good. I'm going to get into some gripes that I have about it, because it's kind of, I guess it's kind of like gripes with the Rival style, but I feel like he looks a little bit too orangey underneath the lighting in the store. I haven't bought this skin because I don't play this game, and I think the blue's a little bit too washed out. Those are my 2 major issues here with this one. I think it looks really, really nice, but those 2 stop it from being phenomenal. While I do feel the great deep urge to spend money on it because I'm a Spider-Man fan and I'm weak, yeah, this is a really nice skin. It's going to go in A tier. The next one on the list is Insomniac's Spider-Man 2.
Oh, this one's rough. This one is rough.
I like this skin. I do. I think it looks nice. However, I'm not Evan Filcara. While I respect those guys, I will say we are hitting some levels of glaze that I don't personally agree with, but I do agree with them on their points. Just, I think we're hitting this one a little bit heavy, guys. I like you guys, but a little bit heavy. I know, small YouTuber shouting up to the clouds, but yeah, I do kind of agree with these guys. I will say the suit looks really nice. I did a short talking about it before, but I'll talk about it in more depth here. I think it looks beautiful. It's B tier. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It is B tier. It is the worst one on this list by far, for me personally. It comes down to the fact that this suit looks way too close to the classic suit, and I have my theory as to why that is. I think this costume looks so close to the classic suit because Insomniac, they're working on Wolverine, right? They are pushing that game out the door right now. That is their main focus. And I do think that Sony waddled their way into the office, the fat cats that they are, and went, you need to make this Brand New Day skin. It needs to be in the game by this date. Get it done now. And they probably only did that a couple of months before this shit was even, like, ready to go. Like, they probably just rocked up there like, you need to put this in the game in like 2 months. And they were like, gee, okay. Like, so I can't look at this suit and go, yeah, it's wholly bad, because they've done a pretty good job. But compared to the ones that we've seen from other games, it is quite bad. The body proportions aren't great, and I've seen some comments saying that the body shape doesn't change for these suits. However, that is actually incorrect. I don't want to. That's a pretty strong way to say that, but it is incorrect. The Across the Spider-Verse suits do change those proportions. Yes, they're more cartoony, but also Toby's suit seems to change his proportions. He looks more beefy on that, and the 2099 suit does look more beefy there too, as well as the other Tom suits. The muscle isn't as heavily defined as it is on the previous 2 suits. He's a little bit scrawnier, so they do like tweak the proportions a little bit, meaning they could tweak the proportions of the suit to make the suit baggier. They probably just didn't have the time to. I do agree that it's not that big of a deal, but I will say it is wrong to claim that they don't ever change the body shape of Insomniac Spider-Man and that they just put these suits over the Insomniac Spider-Man body model, because it's not technically true. They do fiddle with his body model every now and again. But that's not to say that that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a terrible thing to have it on this body model, but I do think it messes with the shape language of this suit to not have it be baggier. The biggest issue, though, really is the texturing. This suit is so shiny, and it looks very dangerously close to the classic suit from Insomniac, which is rough. When I play with this skin on, because I do play a lot of Insomniac's Spider-Man 2, so yeah, I played with this suit for a couple of days just to sort of get a big feel for it before making this video, and yeah, it's even in cutscenes for me it looks quite off. It's really rough around the edges. Again, I think that is because Sony just waddled in and went make this suit, but when you look at the test version of the suit that they had in the promo, it does look like the colors and the texturing are a little bit closer to that movie version, and it does kind of baffle me that they strayed away from that for this one. Perhaps there was just an issue on the pipeline and they realized that it didn't look as good as they wanted it to. I personally would have given it the texturing from the TASM suit, because Tom's suit in Brand New Day looks pretty close to that. It's a fine suit. It goes in B tier. I'm going to stop talking about Insomniac and no. Yeah, it's a fine suit, B tier. It doesn't take suit damage either, and the lenses don't seem to move, which is another weird one. But yeah, that's locked it into B tier for me. Before I get on to the next segment, literally the minute that I just finished getting this segment edited, they dropped a hotfix for the game, fixing up this suit a little bit. So, let's take a look at the hotfix version of the suit and rank that as well as a little bonus suit. This suit has had its red shininess dulled a lot, and the colour has been dropped down a little bit to be a little bit more of a cherrier red, and the blue is a little bit paler in my opinion. It looks a lot nicer. I think it bumps up to A tier. I still don't think it looks as accurate as it could. I still think some of the stuff still stands. I still think it should have the texture of the TASM 2 suit, but hey, this is a lot better of a version of this movie suit in the game. Looks real good. So this hotfix version is in rank A. Here we are, the last suit on the list and the last game on the list. And I've got a little surprise for you. That's right, I'm going to talk about both Spider-Man and the Punisher here, because technically, Punisher started off as a Spider-Man character, so I can use him here. So let's look at them both. We're going to do Punisher first, because I have less to talk about on him. He looks really good. He's very accurate to how he looks in the movie. Does that mean I like how he looks in the movie? Not so much. I'm not a huge fan of MCU Punisher. That isn't really going to affect the ranking of where the skin goes here. He's a solid A tier. He's pretty accurate. He looks nice. You know, I'm still not a big fan of how they sort of do the faces in Fortnite, but he looks like John Bernthal, so I can live with that one. Yeah, it looks pretty good. The obvious design of the suit is here, and you know, it looks good. I've got nothing more to say. It looks good. Would I have preferred a comic book Punisher in first? Yes. Would they have done that? Probably not, because there's been a lot of chances to put a new Punisher in this game, and they just haven't done that. So, you know, he's an A tier. I'm not going to put him on my tier list for the previous video, but if I were to, we'll say that he'd be a solid B. He's quite nice. Again, still would have preferred a comic book Punisher, but since it is for Brand New Day, and we are ranking brand new day skins here. Yeah, he's an A tier. He looks really good. Looks like John Bernthal. Very nice. You might be thinking, why am I not ranking the Hulk skin here? Because that's a Hulk comic original skin, not the Hulk from the movie. So he didn't get on this list. Sorry, Hulk. Sorry. Now let's finally get to the creme de la creme, the top of the class, the absolutely gorgeous version of this skin. Fortnite's brand new day skin. Boy, I could glaze it till the cows come home. This is an S tier. Only one on this list, baby. It is phenomenal. It looks so good. It's Fortnite once again proving that they can knock it out the fucking park when it comes to this character. Hey, I'm gonna put my hands up and say, I love this. And for all you little chudlings in the comments going, oh, he likes this movie skin, he doesn't like the ATSV movie skins. Yeah, I like this one because we have a classic Spider-Man already. We don't have a classic Miles, we don't have a classic Gwen, we don't have a classic Tony. And keep whinging about it. It's going to change my ranking. I promise it will. I promise it will. Oh, wait, no, it won't. So this skin's really good. It looks as accurate as you can to the movie version, in my personal opinion. That might change if Insomniac get their hands on the suit again. Like I said, they might update it, but we don't know that yet. So as of right now, this is the most accurate one for me. It looks so good. The lenses move. Oh, the back front logo, the blue, the red. Oh, it's perfect. It's so good. And if I were to rank it with everything else it came with, it would be above S tier because everything is so good with this set. But just the skin itself, S tier, solid S tier. It is so phenomenal. It is possibly one of the best Spider-Man skins in the game. I've seen a lot of discourse about whether or not this skin is better than the classic Spider-Man skin, and I think they're two different things at this point. I think they're in two different ballparks. This one is a really good, really accurate movie skin, so it looks as good as you can for the movie version of a live-action Spider-Man. Different to an animated one. But Fortnite's own original is an amalgamation of several different aspects from the comics, forming it into the sort of most premium version of the comic suit you can look at, because there are so many different styles to Spider-Man in the comics. It's millions. Whereas we've only really got this, like, brief interpretation for Holland's MCU run. So, yeah, this is, like, the best Holland suit and the best Fortnite Holland suit we've received in the game ever. I think it's okay to say that both the brand new day and the classic OG Spider-Man suit share the same crown. I'm very happy that we have a more classic looking suit for fans of Spider-Man who could not get the original one, because Chapter 3 was a long time ago and some people weren't playing back then. But I'm kind of glad that we're getting some, like, Battle Pass skins in the shop. It's nice to be able to go back and buy things. If it's been this far removed, I don't see it as that bad. You know, maybe just give people an additional style or something, or, you know, remove styles like they did with the Mysterio, Gwenpool, and that lot when they came from Absolute Doom. Still a great season. So that's the end of the tier list. Here's what it looks like at the end of the day. A pretty sprawling one. It's a pretty short tier list because none of these skins are bad. So it's just sort of a little bit of a positive appreciation of a specific Spider-Man suit. Okay, this is the bit where I talk about the response to the last ranking video. It was absolutely fucking crazy. A lot of you can't hear very good, I've noticed. Note this. In that video, I don't say anything about hating the Across the Spider-Verse movies. I just say I'm not a fan. Not a fan does not mean hate. It just means it's not my favourite one. Ooh, when you open your ears and listen, the world becomes a much nicer place. Also, if you want to comment something like this, get fucked. That's not going to change my opinion. What will change my opinion is a constructive talk in the comment section. If you present your views and tell me how you feel about something and not just you feel about something, I can actually constructively look at it and go, hey, maybe I might be wrong. But if you're commenting dumb shit like this, there's no way for me to even begin to understand your position. You just bitch into a 24-year-old man who doesn't care about your opinion. I'm sorry. Unc doesn't give a fuck this time round. If I see your comments that are like this and they're adding to a conversation, I'll either delete them or I'll start arguing with you in the comments because I'm a petty little bitch. Clear? Cool. Make sure that for when you watch the next videos, you're putting on your listening cap, because if I see another comment that's like this, I swear to fucking God, I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna
have sex with your own mother.
So, to anyone that commented on the last video something positive and nice, Thank you so much. It made me smile. A comment like this really goes a long way for me to understand how you feel on something, and therefore we can do a little constructive back and forth. Or you can be like this lovely person who put like a fucking million comments on that last video. I read all of them. Thank you very much. It's very nice. But we've reached the end of the video. Thank you for watching this far. It's really long. I know. I'm so sorry. But if you watch this far, please subscribe, comment, like, turn on notifications, all that cool stuff. I stream on Sundays at 5 PM BST. Bye-bye. Ah, you made it all the way to the end card. Usually this is just music, but this time I thought I'd put something here. If you've made it this far, clearly you like what you've watched, so I'd like to know what you want to see next. I'm thinking about making a video on the Venom game by Insomniac that supposedly exists. But I also want to talk about Fortnite's web shooters and how they function and why they're so cool. So if you guys want to see something, or you have an original idea that you want to see me cover, let me know down in the comments below, because I'd love to take some suggestions. Anyway, bye-bye.